Join me today as we take a look at Aileen, the casual version. I mean, it is November. You thought we were going to make it all the way through November without one of these. So today I bring you a challenge. Can you make it all the way through the month? Good luck. What are we doing? This comes from Bombasby, so I gotta thank Bombasby for sending this thing over to me so that we can look at it all together and really be masters of our domain, or not. Back of the box, you got figure shot, kind of. This is the Chinese version of the Snail Shell box, and that's why it's in Chinese, because it came from Bombasby. And if you order it from a Japanese website, it would be in Japanese. Doesn't matter, because if you can't read either of them, what's the point? It's just a fun little fact. Another fun little fact is that we got a little jacket. How dorps. If you don't know who Aileen is... Look, she's a working girl. Today, she just happens to be casual, day off. This is her work attire, okay? She normally has a little phone that's like a pistol thing. She's well, whatever. Who knows what she is. Oh. One single layer of basic stuff. So not a lot of accessories, a bunch of hands and a little tootsies. Oh. And then you get some other things. In classic Snail Shell fashion, you only get one extra faceplate, which is a bummer. However, I imagine we can swap some parts around. We'll find out. But first, we got to look at whatever these are. This is most likely an after sales card that just says if you have some issues, reach out to us and we'll replace those parts. However, if you buy through Bombasby using the link down in the description, you'll just have to use Bombasby to resolve those problems, which is great because you've already talked to them when you said, hey, I'd like to buy that thing, and they're like, all right, cool. Unless it's sold out, because it's been a minute since I got this and I'm really behind on reviews. This is the instruction manual, which should be available in English and in Chinese, unless, well, Japanese and Chinese. That's it. So you're either going to have to use your brain and context clues of the visual images to know that this thing do that and that thing do this. We have 3 types of glasses in the box. We've got the brassiere, we have swappable head parts, and oh la la, we have Agent Rabbit. See, this is what I was talking about. So she has a job. She's an agent. So we have, yep, we have them. Be careful when bending and doing stuff. I'm sure that's going to be fun to mess with those glasses. Let's open this thing up. If you're wondering why I bought this, well, it's simple. I just am a completist, so I have to have all of them. And if that convinced you that it's okay that I have this, then let's move on. We've got a few accessories to talk about, but we got a lot to talk about. Oh, baby. What do I mean by that? I mean, there's a stand, and the stand is great. This is a classic Snail Shell design. It works really well. You get the posable arm, you get an optional claw, and you get this piece, which just generally, if available on the figure, plugs into their back, so you don't have to have the nasty claw on there. It doesn't ruin the beautiful, beautiful sculpt and all of its details. You may want to tighten these things up, which is a nice thing about these stands, so that you can actually tighten them. Otherwise, it's a loosey-goosey thing. Put it over there, we're done with it. Then you also get this, which is one of my favorite features about any action figure, but the Snail Shell line has been crushing it with this. That is movable eyeballs. So you take the little sticky thing, you put it in there, and then you just, you go back and forth with it. Cool, okay? So you can make them look left, right, up, down, cross-eyed, if you want. You also get 2 extra wrist pegs just in case, and then you get 3 pairs of glasses, which we did see from earlier, and that's pretty fun. That is pretty fun. I'm sure these are going to be super delicate, especially when bending that earpiece and not being like, you know, we'll just screw it up and it's done for. So that'll be interesting. Let's zoom in and take a look at these accessories over here. We have actually a really fun piece, and it has a magnet in there, which I appreciate a lot. This is like a towel. So it's like she got out of the shower. Oh, hello. Come on, Aileen. Like the song? Anyway, this is like a cloth type, and then you can just plop it right on top of her head. Look at that. Perfect. I wish the other ears were like that. These. I wish you could just take these off, because say what you will about these figures, but keep it to yourself. Unless it's nice. No, just keep it to yourself, because it's gross. The sculpt, details, coloring, everything about this brand is fantastic. And they've done stuff that isn't so, you know, like this. And they nail it. They're really, really good at this stuff. The paint work, all of it. And if you could remove the bunny ears, you could put them on other figures, I guess, if you wanted to. But then you could just have like a normal head sculpt. Well, now we technically have a normal head sculpt for Aileen, although she looks completely different, like a totally different person. And now that I'm seeing this nose, there is so much paint on that nose that it's actually, it stands out too much. It looks a little weird. Of course, not looking at it in the camera, it's honestly fine. It just has like a little bit of a pink nose, but looking at it in the camera is intense. It does kind of resemble her. I mean, I guess kind of, more than kind of. It resembles her. There are some things about this that are different. Obviously, she got a haircut or she was wearing extensions. That's the face that's on by default. We've seen this issue with Snail Shell in the past where they make these alternate faceplates. It's only ever one extra. And then you don't see the, like you can kind of see it here, but you generally almost can't see the eyebrows, which is changing the expression. Obviously the mouth changes the expression here too, but let's look at these faceplates side by side. Let's get serious for a moment, okay? This is a serious thing. We're talking serious stuff. See how much those eyebrows can make a difference in the look of the character, but then you can't see it because it's covered by the hair? Whatever. On by default, she's just got these two relaxed hands, which actually do seem unique to this version of her. I don't think we got that in the previous release. They also make this in a limited edition one, I think that was part of Wonderfest, much like they did with the bunny, where there's an alternate color scheme. So if you want that, that is also linked down in the description. Pointing finger, gun finger, loser finger, cute face finger. And the interesting thing in this set is that she doesn't have anything to grab, but she's got three options for holding things that she doesn't have. The first set of gripping hands, or whatever hands, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, these, you know, it's just, I don't... There's nothing inappropriate about this. This is just a casual day off. Alternate set of gripping hands for whatever. I don't know, you just better have your own accessories, I guess. And finally, you get these gripping hands, which again, you better have your own accessories. I don't know what the heck she's supposed to hold. These are, the thumb is attached. No, it's not. The thumb is not attached, so you might be able to get different things in there. I don't know what. Now, I guess technically, she has soft goods on that could qualify as an accessory, is what I'm trying to say. So this is like, you know, a work shirt, I guess. There's something important that we should talk about, and that's the quality of the sculpt, okay? The quality of the sculpt. It's very impressive how detailed that, I mean, there's actual freaking toenails. Wild. How you holding up, folks? How you holding up? And the alternate set here, again, I mean, we're just here to talk about the craftsmanship of the items, okay? The details, the quality of the product is most certainly there. You know, masters of their craft kind of thing. You know, so it's okay to appreciate the quality behind products. Now, there's a huge difference actually between these figures. Now, this was an add-on set of feet, because she has high heels on by default, if you didn't know. But there's actually a lot of paint in the original set that like added some pink tones and stuff, and you're not getting that here. Her skin tone altogether seems just a little bit different. Now, Snail Shell historically has very swappable parts, so if there's something you wanted to take from one, put it on the other, you could definitely do that. It doesn't work with all of them. I imagine that we will have that work here, even though I was like, well, what would you really need to change? Arms with arms? That's silly. Maybe swap the head if you wanted to. But yes, you can technically swap things around. What's that? That is a flocked piece of plastic to look like a bunny tail. Glad you asked. There is one more accessory plus this coat, which we will look at. This is look at that. There's that pink paint that we were missing. I'm genuinely surprised that this has more than just the white paint on it. It's details that, you know, are there. Those details exist. What? Huh? Whoa, no, whoa. You can't watch this yet. Welcome back. You can now feast your eyes. You know what? Just so you know, it is safe under there. It's basically nothing. It's just smooth sailing, if you know what I mean. But back here, I don't know what to tell you about that. That's certainly different. Now, for the sake of, this is a channel where you should compare figures that are similar. What is the difference here? Well, there's a lot of differences here, and yeah, just let them speak for themselves. Now, ultimately, I do want to acknowledge that this new Aileen has a wonderful matte finish, which does go a very long way with action figures. It's just much nicer to have a matte finish. Really stands out. It does seem like she's had some changes otherwise. What's that mean? Well, that's for you to decide. Is she basically the same? Is she different? Whew. Sweating for no reason, and it's 60 degrees in this house. Okay, now I do need, what is it that I was thinking about? I've kind of lost my train of thought here. What is it that I'm thinking of? Oh, I need to look at this jacket. Duh. I mean, look, that's adorable. It's this big fuzzy jacket with the ears. It's like a bear jacket, which is interesting because, you know, she's all bunny themed with everything else. But obviously you can use this thing on whatever other action figure you want. It does have the zipper, which functions. Again, got to get real serious. Just talk about, you know, the serious features. This is genuinely nice. Glitch stitching, you know, the functional zipper and the hoodie with the pull strings. I mean, high quality stuff. These are incredibly delicate and a little tough to mess with. I would say if you have tweezers, definitely go that route. She seems a little cross-eyed, so let's see if we can fix that with prescription glasses. I don't know how I feel about the glasses. I as somebody that likes to wear glasses, I thought these would be a little more fun to mess with, but it's kind of hard to do, and when you put her hair on, it just smushes it and like morphs it to her face. So there's no longer a flat frame. Anyway, who's looking at the glasses, right? Kind of makes her face look a little small. Did I do something wrong? No. It's all on there properly. Just looks weird. The other thing to check out is if these older faceplates work, and it does line up properly. So if you have the older Aileen, yes, you can absolutely swap around the alternate faceplates. I mean, look, overall, the quality genuinely is fantastic. Snail Shell crushes it. So if there are figures that you like from this line that you want to get, I do recommend it. They make stuff, normal stuff. It's just very, very rare. Most of it is stuff like this. And you know, there's a party time now. Everything has an audience. I am here to review it for the audience that is interested in this. I'm not. I have no interest in this stuff. So you let that be clear. I don't like this stuff. Anyway, if you enjoyed this and you want to see some more like this, well, buddy, click that link right there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.